right, welcome, focused fifth graders, and a huge welcome to the parents and study helpers teaming up with us today. We're kicking off a very special explainer. I want you to think of this not just as a standard review, but as an epic quest to unlock your golden revision knowledge for your final test. We're going to break down your exact study packet into perfectly bite-sized, conquerable pieces. By the end of this session, you're going to feel completely ready to ace that exam. Here's the roadmap for our explainer today. We've got 4 main missions: unlocking words, the Grammar Gauntlet, the Story Explorer, and finally, the final report. Let's get right into it. Mission 1. Unlocking words, focusing on space and theater. Okay, let's dive into this. Getting these vocabulary words locked into your memory is absolutely crucial. To help us out, check out these icons from your packet. On the right, you've got a rocket. Your notes say a rocket is a vehicle that takes off to discover space. Simple enough, right? And over on the left, an astronaut. That's the actual person who travels into space inside that rocket. If you create a little mental movie of these two working together, those definitions are going to stick in your brain so much faster. So let's look at your Unit 7 space vocabulary. We can break this down into action words, your verbs, like take off and land. Then we have your nouns, the things and places, like space, spacecraft, planet, solar system, astronaut, and rocket. Oh, and definitely don't forget the facts attached to these words in your notes, like remembering there are exactly 8 planets in our solar system, or that Earth is a planet revolving around the sun. Grouping words like this, it literally makes studying a total breeze. And this brilliantly illustrates our next strategy as we look at your Unit 9 theater vocabulary. Check out how audience and stage are used here. Memorizing a plain list of words is okay, but seeing them inside full sentences is a real game changer. Imagine this. The audience were cheering and clapping for the actors, or the actors performed on the stage. You see how the sentence just hands you the meaning? Definitely use this trick for all your vocab words. Moving on to Mission 2, the Grammar Gauntlet, covering Units 9 through 12. Now, don't let grammar intimidate you. It's really just the building blocks of English. Let's move to this checklist and see how this actually builds your confidence. You don't have to memorize every single rule ever written. You just need to focus on this list right here. Unit 9 gives you the first conditional. Unit 10 is all about choosing between has to and have to. Unit 11 is your present simple passive. And Unit 12 wraps things up with the past simple passive. If you just grab your textbook and review these 4 specific units, you're going to crush the grammar section. Next up is Mission 3, the Story Explorer, featuring the Sea Life Aquarium. You're doing great. Now we're bringing all those vocabulary and grammar skills together in a real-world reading test. Your packet has this awesome article about the Sea Life Aquarium. Just look at the snippet straight from the text. The most popular animal, called Sammy the Seal, is very friendly and many visitors take photos with him every day. When you're reading passages like this on the test, keep your eyes peeled because the answers to the questions are almost always hiding right inside fun details like this. All right, let's put your Explorer skills to the test right now. I'm going to ask you a question directly from your packet. Feel free to shout out the answer if you know it or just answer in your head. You ready? Based on the text, where can you see sharks? Did you say in the tunnels? If so, awesome job. The reading passage tells us specifically that if you walk through the tunnels, you'll probably see a shark or a giant turtle. See how direct that is? If you just read carefully, the test is basically handing you free points. Now, what's really interesting about this next slide is how it tests your memory of the quote we read just a second ago. Think back for a moment. Who is Sammy? Yep, Sammy is a seal. Fantastic work. And not just any seal, but a super friendly one who takes photos with visitors. Pulling out specific details and characters like that is exactly what's going to get you a perfect score on the reading comprehension part. You've totally got the hang of this. And finally, Mission 4, the final report, where you'll be writing your trip report. We made it to the final challenge of the Golden Revision Quest. So, your last requirement from Unit 9 is to write a short 35 to 60-word report about a trip or a place you visited. So, the crucial point is making sure you hit the basic requirements before you even stress about being a creative genius. Look at this checklist. It's such an easy step-by-step formula. Step 1, always use a capital letter at the beginning of a sentence. Step 2, always finish your thought with a full stop. For the actual content, just tell them where the place is, what you can see there, and what you can do.
If you answer those three things and you use your capitals and full stops, you secure all 5 marks for this section. No sweat, right?
To wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this exact quote that's printed right at the top of your study packet. The earlier you start working on something, the earlier you will see results. By taking the time to tackle this explainer today, you know what? You've already started the work. You are miles ahead, and it's going to show on your final test. Just keep reviewing those words, trust that grammar checklist, and read those stories carefully. You're completely ready for this. So the only question left for you is, just how high are you going to score on this exam?